The sports books just cannot stop us. Yesterday we won our 9th consecutive lobster bet. This is the best value wager across all sports, and I started this new concept on April 23rd, and we have accumulated 32 wins versus 9 losses. So the column to take a look at is this one, where I enter the number 1 if we won the bet and 0 if it lost. Now, as you can see, we started by winning the first 8. Later on, we enjoyed an 11-game winning streak right here. And now you can look at the last 9, which have all won. Yesterday, my favorite bet was the Tigers with the -1.5 run line at the White Sox. And they destroyed Chicago 13-1. It was an easy victory. Now, my lobster bet for today has already been released. It has been released quite early. It concerns the Astros versus Pirates game. If you're interested, I am sharing a link below in the comments so that you can receive in your mailbox the daily lobster bet, which has been crushing it. Well, a person risking $100 per play and who has been following my play since the beginning has now earned a profit of $1,753. All right, now, today I would like to share 5 free plays with you, including one that is rated 5 stars out of 5. So let's first, I also want to recap yesterday's free plays. I shared 5 of them with you. 3 of them had positive odds, so they were underdogs, and we still collected a 3-2 record. It left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth because we won the first 3 plays before dropping the last 2. So a person risking $100 on each of those 5 plays collected a gain of $84. So today, again, I have 5 free picks for you, and the first one concerns the Colorado-Miami game, and in this match, I'm taking the Colorado Rockies team total to go over 3.5. So in other words, I am expecting the Rockies to score at least 4 runs today in Miami. This play is rated 3 stars out of 5, by the way, and the best current odds are +100. You can see here the screenshot taken from Bet99, but I saw a few other books that had this same line. Well, so far this year, the Marlins have allowed the 3rd most runs in the big leagues. Only the Rockies and the A's have given up more. Now facing Sandy Alcantara is obviously good news when making this bet. This guy won the Cy Young in 2023. Then he had a pretty disappointing 2023 season as he posted a 4.14 ERA before sitting out all of the 2024 season following Tommy John surgery. And now he is truly hitting rock bottom this year. He has posted a 2-7 record coupled with an 8.47 ERA. Now in his last 7 starts, well, in fact, he has lost 7 consecutive starts before getting a no decision in his last outing, even though he gave up 6 runs at San Diego. So if you focus on his last 8 appearances on the mound, his ERA has been 10.09. Come on, man! And that also includes 28 strikeouts versus 21 walks, which is a very bad ratio. In 4 career starts against Colorado, Alcantara has presented a 5.11 ERA. Now, the Rockies' offense showed some life yesterday by scoring 6 runs on 12 hits, and I feel like that could carry some momentum heading into today's matchup. So I like the Rockies to score at least 4 runs in Miami today. That's my first pick. Now my second pick concerns the Philadelphia versus Toronto game. And in this match, I believe the Phillies will halt their current 4-game losing skid. This is rated 2 stars. The fact that the Phillies are not doing very well at the moment scares me a little bit. Well, in fact, after being red hot with an 11-1 record during a stretch of 12 games. The Phillies have now lost 4 in a row. And meanwhile, the Jays are riding a 5-game winning streak, but 4 of them came against the hapless Athletics. Now, Philadelphia qualifies under a betting system called the halt bets. Let's review the rules together. So it says fade the home team if they either won their past 2 games by scoring 6+ runs in each of those victories, or if they won their past 4 games by scoring 5+ runs in each of those victories. And now, in the current case, the Blue Jays have scored 12, 11, 8, and 8 runs during their 4 most recent games, all wins. So by following those rules, we must fade the Jays, and that explains the pick on the Phillies. And I do expect the Toronto's bats to cool off against Christopher Sanchez. He has been okay, but nothing more lately. But in his career against the Jays, he owns a 2-0 record along with a 1.93 ERA, which is fantastic. And now, clearly, Bowden Francis is having a down year for Toronto, as shown by his 5.04 ERA. And he's been even worse at home because he has posted a 6.43 ERA in Toronto. Now, in his last start, he tossed 5 scoreless innings in Texas, but that is still not enough to convince me that he is back into form. So I expect the Phillies to bounce back, to have a good performance. I think they will get the W in this matchup. So that's why my second pick goes to the Phillies money line. All right, up next, and here comes my 5-star play. I'm taking under 9 runs in the Arizona-Atlanta game. So in this case, you may call me crazy, but I feel like Zach Gallen could have a good performance today. I know he's having a very disappointing 2025 campaign, as shown by his 5.54 ERA. And on top of that, he has surrendered at least 4 runs in 4 straight outings. Come on, man! But like I said, you might call me crazy, but I feel like he's going to be okay today. And in 6 career games against Atlanta, he has obtained a pretty decent 3.50 ERA. And meanwhile, Spencer Strider gets the nod for the Braves. He is also a guy that's trying to get back into form, and his 3 starts this year have not been super convincing, although his last one proved to be his best by far. In fact, he gave up just 1 hit in 4 2/3 innings against the Phillies, who have a very potent offense, so that's a very encouraging sign for sure. So to me, a line of 9 runs is too high, it seems exaggerated, so I'm going to take the under in this spot, and this is one of the premium picks that I have shared at mjpicks.com. So this is the place to go if you wish to get all of my premium picks, and by that I mean the plays that are rated 5 stars out of 5. Alright, up next, my 4th pick, I'm taking the Rays money line. It was close from being 5 stars, but I've decided to go with 4 stars. Let me share some arguments regarding this pick. Well, first of all, we have the revenge factor going in full effect, because in early April, Tampa got swept by the Rangers, so they will be looking for some payback. Also, it seems to me like the Rays are heating up. They have presented a 9-3 record across their past 12 contests overall. Also, you are probably already aware of the fact that Texas has been dreadful on the road. They own a 9-18 record away from Globe Life Field. I know that fading Tyler Mahle is quite scary, but he has been vulnerable on the road. Let's take a look at his ERA on whether it was at home or on the road. So his road ERA is 3.27 compared to 0.82 at home. So that's a huge difference. So for example, in his last road start, He gave up 3 earned runs in 5 innings against a weak Chicago White Sox offense. Now his counterpart will be Drew Rasmussen, who owns an incredible 2.86 career ERA in 6 seasons in the big leagues. And he has been equally strong this year. Right now, he has tossed 18 straight scoreless innings, so let's see how he does against the Rangers, who don't necessarily have a great offense. So that's another reason why I like the Tampa Bay Rays to prevail against the Rangers today. Now my fifth and final pick concerns the Tigers and White Sox game, and I'm going to double down on yesterday's play. Again, remember that last night my lobster bet, what I believe was the best play across all sports, was Detroit with the -1.5 run line, and I'm going back with that run line today. This play is rated 3 stars. I'm not as excited as yesterday. And we are getting positive odds on this wager. As you can see from the screenshot taken from DraftKings, it is possible to get plus 110, which is the same as 2.10 in decimal format. Now, of course, rookie Shane Smith has been very impressive this season, but he is showing signs of weaknesses lately. In his past 3 starts, he has given up 6, 3, and 3 runs. Now, I know that when he gave up 6 runs, 5 of them were unearned, but still, it's not reassuring to me how he's been doing lately. In fact, he had some very shaky control in his last appearance on the mound. He gave up 5 walks, and I feel like it could affect his confidence, especially ahead of a meeting against a potent offense like the Tigers have. Now, right at the moment, it is not clear who will start for the Tigers, but you know what? It does not matter to me. I like the Tigers to get an easy victory against the hapless White Sox. So that's my 5th pick for today. There you go. 5 free plays in Major League Baseball for June 3rd. So again, hurry up to sign up for the famous Lobster Bets. Don't miss out on those high confidence plays in the month of June. So I have a gold package still open if you're interested, even though you missed out on the first 2 days. And like I said, today's Lobster Bet was released earlier than usual because I found a bet that I absolutely loved regarding the Astros-Pirates game. So sign up now and let's crush the bookies together in June. I'm Professor MJ. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good day, my friend.